hateful message that they were putting out. Now, the straw that broke the proverbial camel's back for John Elder Robinson was Autism Speaks to Washington, a call to action. In this article, written by Suzanne Wright, autistic people are dehumanized, vilified, and made out to be burdens on society. Autism is compared to an epidemic, and quite frankly, the negativity is astounding. And really, it woke up quite a few people who previously had only seen the surface of Autism Speaks and thought they were a good organization. And there was a bit of a snowball effect on the internet for a while after this call to action article went out. People were just horrified that their children were being dehumanized and othered in this way. And so, yeah, I understand why John Elder Robinson could no longer defend Autism Speaks, and he resigned. The fact that there are so many autistic voices being raised in protest against Autism Speaks says something.
Autism Speaks promotes therapies that are damaging and traumatic for the sake of making people like me look normal. Autism Speaks sympathizes with the parents who murder their autistic children. Autism Speaks doesn't have a single autistic person on their staff. Only 4% of the money Autism Speaks makes goes to help families. The rest, it's spent on eugenics and research. Do I look like a disease to you? Do I look like I need to be fixed or cured? I wish I was joking, but Google the terms Autism Speaks controversy and you'll see the truth. Autism Speaks does not speak for autistic people.
If it were that easy to cure a neurology, we would not have ADHD and many other types of neurodivergent people. As far as cures go, and your precious Autism Speaks, who sympathizes with people who try to cure autism or you procure autistics, would you be okay being force-fed bleach and hope, it makes you a little more neurotypical? Or would you rather money donated this month go to giving us resources such as job placement for our specific skill sets, for educating human resource departments on how to accommodate people at university on the spectrum, and for alternative lighting in classrooms for children who are taught there, more widespread testing of females so that they don't end up waiting until their 20s, 30s, and 40s to find out why they're not functioning like the rest of society, like we're expected to act anyway. Money towards funding mental health services so that people on the spectrum can better learn coping skills for their specific disabilities that come along with it, if you have any. I know some Aspies and Autistics who function great. I'm not one of them.
By them that I've seen and really, really hate is called I Am Autism. And it contains this guy talking in an ominous voice with some scary music in the background and a slideshow of a bunch of people with autism. And the ominous voiceover says things like, I am autism. I know where you live. I live there too. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, diabetes, and cancer combined. And if you are happily married, I will make sure your marriage fails. Right, like I need to be known that the way I think is going to trigger divorces and fear and all sorts of other crap. And another stupid thing that they've done, made by one of the founders of Autism Speaks themselves, is the call to action on autism. She starts right away saying some ridiculous stuff. If 3 million children in America one day went missing, what would we as a country do? If 3 million children in America one morning fell gravely ill, what would we as a country do? For the most part, we have lost touch with 3 million American children, and as a nation, we've done nothing. Of course, by lost touch with children, she means 3 million children in the U.S. have been diagnosed with autism. Families split up, go broke, and struggle through their days and years. Way to beat around the bush, lady. Across this country, those 3 million moms, dads, and other caretakers I've mentioned wake to the sounds of their son or daughter bounding through the house. That is, if they aren't already awake. Okay. Truth be told, many of them barely sleep Or when they do, they somehow sleep with one ear towards their child's room, always waiting, wondering what they will get into next. Just seriously, you act as if people with autism are just some sort of danger, like a bomb about to explode. These families are not living, they are existing. Breathing, yes. Eating, yes. Sleeping, maybe. Working, most definitely. 24/7. This is autism. Life is lived moment to moment, in anticipation of the child's next move, in despair and fear of the future. This is autism.
I personally think that almost anyone with any disability, anything like that, any disability known to man, should have a right to, speak. Should have, a right to talk. So what are they trying to say? Autistic people can't stand up for themselves? No, that's fucking stupid. If anybody who says, autistic people can't stand up for themselves, okay, first of all, you're lying, and you're a douche. Second of all, again, I personally feel like that every person with any disability has a right to talk. Everybody has a right to speak.
To tell you the truth, I despise every ounce of you. I mean, you're wasting your time trying to find the so-called cure for autism. Guess what? Autism doesn't need a cure. Ignorance and stupidity does. Perhaps maybe you should go cure yourself for being a moron. And don't even try to sue me, okay? Because I'll counter you back. I mean, and the parents out there who support it just because they hate autism, first of all, screw you. I don't want to hear that. Oh, it's autism. Oh, shut up. Without autistics, you guys would never made it to America. Without autistics, there's no Declaration of Independence, no electricity. May I remind you all the names again? Oh yeah. Also, without autistics, there's no Pokemon. And I'll start on that rant a little later. More importantly, I'm here to defend the autistic rights, make them proud of who they are, and making the parents, proud of who they are. Trying to.